Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing good. So in last class, we were discussing about partnership. We were discussing the topic, what is partnership? Today we are going to move ahead in that topic. But before moving ahead, let's discuss what we have, let's revise what we have discussed in the last class. So, Bachcho, in last class I told you that partnership is a relation between two or more person where they carry a business to share profit. A partnership is a relation between two or more person where they carry a business to share profit. This we have discussed. Then, what are the essentials of partnership? I told you in partnership there should be minimum 2% or maximum 50 partners. Agreement, existence of agreement is essential for partnership. In agreement, everything is written. That is how much capital all the partners have invested, how much salary are partners going to withdraw every month, what is the interest on capital, what is the interest on drawing, and what is the profit sharing ratio, and many more things. All these are given in the partnership agreement. Business. Partnership implies business. When there is an association to carry on a business, then it is known as partnership. When there is no association to carry on business, then there cannot be any partnership. Sharing of profit. To constitute a partnership, the parties must agree to carry on a business. They should carry on business and they should share some profits. Mutual agency, I told you that each partner is both agent as well as principal for himself and others. Each partner is both agent as well as principal for himself and others. What is partnership deed? So, partnership is formed by an agreement. This agreement can be in writing and this agreement can be oral also. Sir, what is this agreement? But so in this agreement, we write everything. That how much capital partner have employed, what will be the interest on capital, how much salary the partner will withdraw, what will be the profit sharing ratio between the partners. Now, the law does not expressly implied that the law says that the agreement can be in writing and can be oral also, but it is suggested that the agreement should be in writing so that if there is any dispute in future, that dispute can be resolved. What are the contents of partnership deed? It means what we write in the partnership deed. In partnership deed, I told you many things are written there, like name of the firm, name of the partners, address of the firm, address of the partners, signature of the partners, commencement of partnership, duration of partnership, partners drawing, partners capital, interest on drawing, interest on partners loan, profit sharing ratio, salary, commission, remuneration to partner, etc. etc. Many things, almost everything are written in the partnership deed. And how you are going to register your partnership? First of all, you have to prepare partnership deed. That partnership deed should be in writing and should be signed by all the partners. The stamp duty should be there as per Indian Stamp Act. Each partner should have a copy of the deed. One copy of the deed will go to registrar of firm, and after that, when registrar of firm issue certificate of registration, then only a partnership is said registered partnership. Effect of non-registration. Partner of unregistered firm cannot file case. Partner of unregistered firm cannot file case. No suit, no case against third party. However, case by third party against the firm is allowed, but a firm cannot file case against third party. Unregistered firm cannot claim set off. And we have discussed kinds of partnership. There are two kinds of partnership: partnership at will and particular partnership. So, what is partnership at will? I told you that partnership at will is such partnership which may be dissolved by any partner by giving a notice in writing to all the other partner of his intention to dissolve the partnership. It means at partnership at will, any partner can dissolve the partnership by giving a notice in writing to all the other partners. Okay. Then what is particular partnership? As I told you, suppose me and my friend want to do a work together, that is to complete the road construction of 10 kilometers. I have given you the example in last class. Now we join hand together, we come into a partnership to complete the road construction work. And as soon as that work is completed, our partnership will be dissolved. This type of partnership is known as particular partnership. Now we will going to start with a new topic today, that is types of partnership. We are going to start with a new topic, that is types of partnership. How many types of partnership are there? Active partner, or you can say actual partner, dormant or sleeping partner, nominal partner, sub partner, partner by holding out. Chaliye, let's discuss this one by one in detail now. Okay, what is, who is active partner? Who is an active partner? Active partner. Active partner is the name suggests is the partner who actively participates in the conduct of the business, who take day-to-day decision, who knows each and everything about the business, who take the decision like how to increase the sale, how to increase the profit, how to reduce the cost. So active partner is a partner who actively participate in the conduct of the business. Who is dormant partner? Dormant partner means sleeping partner. Sleeping partner is one who does not take active part in the conduct of the business. Who does not take active part in the conduct of the business. Then, sir, why we will take a partner who is a sleeping partner who does not take active part in the business? I will tell you with the example. Suppose I have a very good business idea. I have a very good business idea, but I do not have finance. I have very good business idea, but I do not have finance. One of my known, Mr. Vishal, he has good sufficient amount of funds. I contacted Mr. Vishal and I share my idea with him. Mr. Vishal said, okay, I will invest in your business as a partner, but I will not take participate. I will not take participate in the business. I will not come. I will just invest my money and I will take my profit. I said, okay. Now idea was mine and finance was of Mr. Vishal. We both joined hand together as a partner, and I said, okay, I will be the active partner. I will participate in the conduct of business. You just need to invest the funds and you will be sleeping partner. You will get your profit. So this type of partner, Mr. Vishal, who does not take active part in the conduct of business, is known as sleeping partner. What is nominal partner? A partner who lend his name to the firm without having any real interest in it. Suppose I want to start a mobile company. I want to start a mobile company and I am going to make very good mobile at a very low rate. I share my idea with the Apple company. Apple company said to me, okay, we will give you a name that this mobile is also being manufactured by Apple, but we will not have any real interest in your company. We will just take the royalty for our name. So what Apple company do? They lend me their name. They lend me their name, and when I start manufacturing mobile phone, I sell the mobile phone by saying that this mobile phone is manufactured by Apple, iPhone, Apple. Sorry. So this type of partner is known as nominal partner, a partner who lends his name to the firm without having any real interest in it. Sub-partner. When a partner agrees to share his profits derived from the firm with a third person, a sub-partnership may arise. The third partner is called as sub-partner. When a partner agreed to share his profit derived from a firm with a third person, a sub-partnership may arise. Suppose a partner is sharing a profit with some other person also, then such third person will be known as sub-partner. What is partnership by hold? What is partner by holding out? One who represent himself to be the partner of the firm, but in reality is not so. One who represent himself to be a partner of the firm, but in reality is not so. Such partner is known as partner by holding out. A retiring partner does not give public notice to his retirement. Continuing partner if still use the name as partner, he will be held liable to third parties. Suppose there are three partners in a firm, A, B, and C. C got retired from the partnership, but he did not issue a public notice of his retirement. In such a case, when public do not know that C is retired and they are investing their money in the firm on behalf of C, then C will be known as partner by holding out, who represent himself to be a partner of the firm, but in reality is not a partner of the firm. Got my point, everyone? So, what are the types of partners? Active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, sub partner, and partner by holding out. Let's move ahead now. Rights of partners. What are the rights of partners? Right to take part in the conduct of the business. Rights of the partner is number one, right to take part in the conduct of the business. Obviously, partners are the owners of the business. Partners are the owners of the business. They can participate in the conduct of the business. Obviously, right to be consulted. If there is any important matter or any important decision which are to be taken, then there should be consent of all the partners. Right to access the books. Any partner, any person who is a partner in a partnership firm has a right that he can or she can access or check the accounts book of the firm. Right to share profit. Obviously, every partner has a right in the share of profit. Right to interest on capital. All partners have a right that they can take interest on capital. What capital they have employed, they can take interest on that capital. Suppose I have invested 10 lakh rupees in a partnership and the interest rate is 10%. So it is my right that I can take my interest at the rate 10% of 10 lakh, that is 1 lakh per annum. Right to interest on advances. If any partner has given any loan to the firm, then he can take interest on that loan. Right to indemnify for payment and liabilities incurred by the partner for the firm. Duties of partners. What are the duties of partners? Duties to carry on the business to the greatest common advantage. Every partner has a duty that he should carry the business for the advantage, for the advancement of firm, so that the firm can earn profit. Duty to be just and faithful. Every partner's duty is to be just and faithful with the firm. Duty to render true accounts. It is a duty of every partner that they should render true account. They should not render untrue accounts. They should render true accounts. Duty to provide full information. Every partner has a duty that they should not hide anything from the other partners. They should provide full information. Duty to indemnify for loss caused by fraud. Every partner has a duty that he should or she should indemnify for the loss caused by fraud. Duty to be liable jointly and severally. Every partner duty that they should be liable jointly and severally. For example, there are three partners in a firm, A, B, C. Now, if there is any loss in the firm, then it is a duty that every partner should bear the loss. That is A, B, and C. Duty not to assign rights and interest in the firm to third party. It is a duty of every partner that they should not assign their right and interest in the firm to third party without the consent of other partners. Duty to attend diligently to his duties, duty to work without remuneration, duty to contribute to losses, duty to indemnify for willful negligence, duty to use firm property exclusively for the firm only. He or she should not use firm property for personal use. If there is any car which is being purchased for the use of firm, then they should not use that car for personal purpose. Duty to account for personal profit drive, duty not to compete with the business of the firm. Liabilities of the partner. Liabilities of the partner for act of the firm. Liability is unlimited. Partner's liability is unlimited. It means like in company, the company and the owner of the company both are treated separate persons. It means if any company has taken the loan, then only the company should repay it, not the owner. If the shareholder has taken any loan, then the shareholder should repay the loan, not the company. But in case of partnership, if there is any loss or any loan taken by the partnership firm, then such loss or loan have to be borne by all the partners together. If firm is not able to repay the loan or loss, then the personal properties of partners can be attached. Wrongful act of the partner, firm is liable to the third parties. If there is any wrongful act done by any partner, then the whole firm is liable to the third party. Misapplication by partners of money received from third parties, the firm is liable to make good the loss to third party due to the misapplication. What is the advantages of partnership? Number one, easy to form. As I told you, in partnership, it is up to you whether you want your partnership deed to be in written or to be in oral. And registration of partnership deed is also very simple. It means partnership is a very easy to form business. Access to more capital. Suppose there are two partners. If they want more capital, they can add more partners. So it is access to more capital. Bring in skill and talent, because in partnership there are two and more person, so more the person, more the skill and talent. Division of labor in partnership, as you all know, that there are two or more partners. In partnership, as you all know, that there are two or more partners, it means they can divide the work. For example, suppose I am alone doing a business. Because I am a sole proprietor, I have to take care of purchases also. I have to take care of sales also. I have to take care of accounts also. But suppose in partnership, when there are suppose three partners, they have divided the work. Then one partner will take care of all the purchases, one partner will take care of all the sales, and one partner will take care of all the accounts. So division of work make the business more profitable, more simple. Expansion of business, obviously, when there are two or more partners, you can expand your business at a large scale, because more the partner, more capital, more division of labor, more talent, more skill, so you can expand your business very fast. Division of risk. Suppose if there is any loss, then the loss you do not need to bear alone, you have to bear the loss along with all the other partners. Free from legal formalities. Partnership firm is also free from legal formalities. Okay, these are some MCQs. Please have a look on these MCQs. Please take a photo, have a look on these MCQs. Okay. So this is the partnership which we have discussed. Now let's start with a new topic. I'm sharing PPT with you. The topic which we are going to start now is LLP. LLP means Limited Liability Partnership. We are going to start a new topic, that is LLP. LLP means Limited Liability Partnership. Now, sir, the question is, we have just read partnership. We have just completed the topic partnership. Now, what is this limited liability partnership? We have just completed a topic, that is partnership. Now, what is this new topic, limited liability partnership? बच्चों, in limited liability partnership, it is a combination. It is a combination of company as well as partnership. It is a combination of company as well as partnership. As the name suggests, limited liability partnership. In limited liability partnership, liability of every partner is limited up to the extent of capital. Liability of every partner is limited up to the extent of capital. For example, suppose there are two partners A and B. Both said that they will invest 10 lakh rupees in the partnership firm. Now their liability is limited up to rupees 10 lakh. As soon as both partners invest 10 lakh rupees, their liability, their personal liability is now no more. So in limited liability partnership, liability of partners is limited. Unlike in partnership you see that liability of partners are unlimited. If there is any loss in the partnership firm, then the loss have to be borne by all the partners. And if the firm do not able to pay the loss, then the personal properties of the partners will be attached and the loan will be repaid. But in limited liability partnership, if there is any loss in the firm, then the partners will be liable only to the extent of capital they have to bring in. Their personal property will not be attached. Got my point? So a limited liability partnership is a combination of partnership and corporate entities. It is a newly form of business partnership where all of the owners have limited personal liability for the financial obligation of the business, but it allows the partners the flexibility for organizing their internal structure as a partnership. That's my point. What is limited liability partnership? In limited liability partnership, liability of every partner is limited up to the extent of capital they promised to brought in the firm. Forming of an LLP. How can you form a limited liability partnership? Verify eligible status. First of all, you have to verify eligible status, whether you are eligible to form LLP or not. Choose a business name. Then you have to select a business name for your business. Obtain license and permission. Once your business is registered, you must obtain business license and permits. Announce your business. Some states include Arizona and New York require the extra step of publishing a statement in your local newspaper about your LLP formation. Benefits as compared to corporate firms. What are the benefits of forming an LLP? What are the benefits of forming a limited liability partnership? Number one, it is easy to form. Number two, easy to run and manage. Number three, less compliances. Number four, low cost of formation. Minimum contribution of rupees 1 lakh. In LLP, there is a minimum contribution of rupees 1 lakh only. It means if you invest rupees 1 lakh in an LLP, you can become a partner. So minimum contribution is just rupees 1 lakh. Less government interventions. Government interventions is very less. Government interference is very less. Less requirement as to the maintenance of statutory records. No dividend distribution tax. On LLP, dividend distribution tax is not applicable. Easy to withdraw profit and capital. easy to distribute remuneration to partners, easy to exit and wind up. LLP is very easy to exit and wind up. अच्छा, in बच्चों, in partnership which we have discussed in last class, maximum number of partners can be 50, but in LLP maximum number of partner can be 200. In partnership maximum number of partner can be 50, but in LLP means limited liability partnership, highest number of partners can be up to 200. LLP, limited liability of partner except in case of fraud or where the number of designated partner is reduced to one, the LLP continues for 6 months. Liability of partners are limited as compared to partnership firm. In partnership firm, liability of partners are unlimited. Their personal property can be attached. But in limited liability partnership, the liability of partners are limited. Their personal property cannot be attached. No liability for the wrongful act of the other partner. If any other partner do anything wrong, then there is no liability on the other partners. Less exposure to the personal effects of the partner. I told you, because liability of each partner is limited, so their personal attacks will not be exposed. Easy registration. Registration of limited liability partnership is very easy. Requirement for formation of limited liability partnership. Number one is contribution. There is no concept of any share capital, but every partner has to require to contribute some capital in the limited liability partnership. Minimum two designated partner, because LLP is also a form of partnership. Because LLP is also a form of partnership, so there should be minimum two partners. Because minimum two partners of LLP cannot be formed. Designated partner identification number. Every partner had to take designated partner identification number. LLP name. There should be limited liability partnership name, LLP agreement. After a certificate of incorporation, you should prepare an LLP agreement where you will write all the points. That is name of the partner, name of the firm, capital employed, interest on capital, remuneration, etc. Profit sharing ratio, there should be profit sharing ratio. This is how what is the designated partner identification number looks like. This is how designated partner identification number looks like. This is an example of designated partner identification number. DPIN. DPIN, designated partner identification number means DPIN. Designated partner identification number means DPIN. Documents required for formation of partnership. What documents are required for formation of limited liability partnership? We are discussing about limited liability partnership. So what documents are required for forming limited liability partnership? डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑफ पार्टनर्स. पार्टनर्स के क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए होते हैं? पैन कार्ड, आधार कार्ड, ईमेल आईडी, मोबाइल नंबर एंड डिजिटल सिग्नेचर. पैन कार्ड, आधार कार्ड, ईमेल आईडी, मोबाइल नंबर एंड डिजिटल सिग्नेचर. Identity proof, any one other identity proof like voter ID, passport, driving license. Address proof like electricity bill, telephone bill, bank statement in which your address is written, in which your house address is written, that is known as address proof. The documents on which your residential address is written is known as address proof. Documents of LLP. Now, what documents you require of LLP, of limited liability partnership? Address of the registered office, proof of registered office, LLP agreement. There should be address of the registered office, any documents which give a proof of registered office, and limited liability partnership agreement. The process of incorporation of an LLP. I already told you the process of incorporation of the LLP. Now, content of LLP agreement. In LLP agreement, what you will write? You will write the name of the partner, the name of the business, the purpose of the business, profit sharing ratio, remuneration of the partners, rights and duties of the partners, uh, distribution of profit, interest on capital of the partners, interest on drawings of the partners. Acha. What is the advantage of limited liability partnership? Single taxation. Single taxation means the tax will be on the profit earned by the firm, and that profit after giving tax is distributed among the partner. Then the partner do not have to give any tax. Limited liability, this we have discussed in detail, that in limited liability partnership, the liability of each partner is limited up to the extent of capital. Flexibility, duration. The business life of LLP is unstable because the partnership can be dissolved by agreement of the partner. So this is a disadvantage of limited liability partnership. What is the disadvantage of limited liability partnership? That the business life of an LLP is unstable because the partnership can be dissolved by agreement of the partners or upon the death or withdrawal of the partner. A limited liability partnership agreement can prevent dissolution if a partner dies or withdraws. Got my point? So this is a disadvantage, that a limited liability partnership is unstable because such partnership can be dissolved by agreement of the partner or by the death of a partner or by withdrawal of a partner. Limitation of formation. Unlike general partnership, LLP means limited liability partnership are not recognized as legal business structure in every state. Some states limit the creation of limited liability partnership to professionals such as doctor and lawyer. It is saying that in some states, limited liability partnership can only be formed by professionals like doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, etc. Partner control. In a limited liability partnership is formed without limited liability partnership agreement. Individual partners are not obliged to consult with other partners in certain business agreements. The fact that a partner can make business decisions without consulting the other partner can be problematic to say the least. Partner control. If you form a limited liability partnership without limited liability partnership agreement, then then if you want to take any important business decision, then you do not need to consult with other partners. But it is not a good thing because in partnership, if you are going to take any business decision or any important business decision, it should be discussed by all the other partners. So this is your limited liability partnership. Now, what is the difference between partnership and limited liability partnership? Let's discuss the difference between partnership and limited liability partnership so that we can get a clarity on the topic. But so in partnership, I told you, partnership is a relation between two or more persons who have agreed to share profit of a business. But in partnership, the liabilities of partners are unlimited. It means if the firm is not able to repay the losses, then the personal property of partners can be attached. What is LLP? In limited liability partnership, the in limited liability partnership, the liability of each partner is limited up to the extent of capital they have promised to employ in the business. It means their personal property will not be attached in case of loss in the business. Got my point? Now, second, in limited liability partnership, there can be maximum 50 partners. There can be maximum 200 partners, sorry. But in partnership, there can be maximum only 50 partners. So in partnership, there can be maximum 50 partners, but in limited liability partnership, there can be 200 partners. Minimum partner in both LLP and partnership is 2. Got my point, everyone? Got my point? Okay. So I hope you all now know what is the meaning of LLP and partnership. बच्चों, partnership is applicable all over India. Any state in any persons can form together partnership. But there are some states who does not allow limit to formation of limited liability partnership until and unless you are a professional like doctor, lawyer, etc. They only allow formation of partnership to some doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, etc. So let's make a quick revision what we have read. Let's make a quick revision. I'm sharing the PPT again with you. Let's make a quick revision now. Okay, so today we have discussed types of partnership. Number one is active partner. I told you active partner is a partner who participate in the conduct of the business day and take day-to-day decision. Sleeping partner is the partner who does not actively participate in the conduct of the business. Nominal partner. Nominal partner is a partner who lend his name to the firm without having any real interest in it. Sub partner. When a partner agreed to share his profit derived from a firm with a third person, then a sub partnership may arise. Partnership by holding out. One who represents himself to be a partner of the firm but in reality is not a partner, such person is known as partner by holding out. Rights of a partner, I told you, right to take part in the conduct of the business, right to be consulted, right to access the books, right to share the profit, right to interest on capital, right to interest on loan, right to indemnify. What are the duties of partner? Duty to carry on the business for the profit of firm, duty to be just and faithful, duty to render true accounts, duty to provide full information, duty to indemnify for loss caused by fraud, duty to be liably joint and severally, duty not to offend right and interest in the firm to third party, duty to take diligent to his duties, duty to work without remuneration, duty to contribute to losses, duty to account for personal profits derived, duty not to compete the business of the firm. The liabilities of partner, I told you, liabilities of partner is unlimited. Wrongful act of a partner, firm is liable to the third party. Misapplication by partner of money received from third party, the firm is liable to make the good loss to third party due to misapplication. Advantage of a partnership: easy to form, access to more capital, more partners bring more capital, more skill and talent. More partners means division of labor, expansion of business because there are 2 or more partners. Division of risk, risk will be divided among how many partners are there. Free from legal or formalities. Okay, so these were the MCQs which we have already discussed. Now let's make a quick revision of LLP. Okay, a limited liability partnership is a combination of both partnership and company, is a newly form of business partnership where all the owners have limited personal liability. Okay, I told you, or every person has limited liability. Forming of an LLB, verify eligible status, choose a business name, obtain license and permits, announce your business. Benefits as compared to firm: easy to form, easy to run, less complaints, easy to withdraw profit and capital, can distribute remuneration to partner, easy to exit and wind up. Their highest number of partner can be 200, limited liability of partners unlimited, easy registration, no liability for the wrongful act of the other partner. Requirement for form of LLP: contribution of capital, minimum 2 partners should be there. फिर LLP name, LLP agreement, registered office, sharing of profit, everything. This is how a designated partner identification number looks like. The documents of partners required for forming an LLP, that is PAN card, Aadhaar card, email ID, mobile number, digital signature, voter ID, passport, driving license. And for address proof, every partner need to bring bank statement or electricity bill or telephone bill. Document of LLP, address proof for registered office, LLP agreement, proof of registered office. The content of LLP, I told you, name should be, name of the firm should be there, name of the partner should be there, address of the firm, address of the partner, interest on capital, amount of capital, profit sharing ratio, remuneration of partner, etc. Advantages of LLP we have discussed: single taxation, limited liability, flexibility, duration, limitation of formation, partners, control. Now, let's do some MCQs. These MCQs will help you in getting the clarity on the topic, as well as by doing the MCQs, we will get a quick revision of the topic which we have discussed. Let's start. Dash is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. One person company, Hindu undivided family, partnership, or none of the above. The answer is C, partnership. Every partner is both an agent and principal for himself and other. That is significance of the phrase carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Which essential is this? Mutual agency, sharing of profit, business, or agreement? The answer is mutual agency. A partnership is formed by an agreement. This agreement may be in writing, oral, both in writing, in oral, or none of the above. The answer is C, both. A partnership agreement can be in writing and can be oral also. Content of partnership deed: the firm name and business to be carried on under that name, name and address of the partners, nature and scope of the business, and address of the business place. D, all of the above. The answer is all of the above. Such partnership may be dissolved by any partner by giving a notice in writing to all the partners of his intention to dissolve the partnership. A, partnership at will. B, particular partnership. C, both partnership at will and particular partnership. D, none. The answer is partnership at will. At partnership at will, such partnership can be dissolved by giving a notice of intention to dissolve the partnership. Partner who does not take active part: active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, or partner by holding out. Partner who does not take active part is a sleeping partner. Partner who actively participate in the conduct of the business: active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, or partner by holding out. The answer is active partner. A partner who lend his name to the firm without having any real interest in the firm: active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, or partner by holding out. Partner who lend his name to the firm without having any real interest in it: nominal partner. One who represents himself to be the partner of the firm, but in reality is not a partner of the firm: active partner, sleeping partner, nominal partner, or partner by holding out. The answer is nominal partner. The answer is nominal partner. Advantage of a partnership: easy to form, access to more capital, bring in skill and talent. Numbers D, all of the above. The answer is all of the above. So, bachcho, these were the MCQs. Today we have completed the topic partnership and limited liability partnership. In next class, we are going to start a new topic, that is not-for-profit organization. and IPR, intellectual property right. Thank you everyone for joining. Please everyone take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.